Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleash here today. We are back with another video on Sonic Frontiers. And in today's video, we have some more leaks about the game and yeah, not much else to say really, so let's not waste any more time. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's take a look at the leaks at hand. Onto Twitter, we Sonic Rush 3D. So we start off with an old Twitter post from Sega's account from like late last year or something like that, and yeah, we can see right here. Today's CEO is wearing a Shadow outfit in black. And then here is the image of that. We see him there. Yeah, he's got a shirt on with Shadow the Hedgehog on it. Very cool. But the more interesting part of this image right here is in the background, we see an image of Sonic with obviously the Frontiers model running in a grassy plains. Now, at first glance, it might seem like just some regular Sonic Frontiers concept art that we haven't actually seen before. But as we look closer, we started to realize that it doesn't actually look like Sonic Frontiers at all, really. I mean, sure, it's got the grassy feel like Kronos Island or something like that. But when did Kronos Island ever have a wooden fence there? And then even in the top right, there appears to be some sort of castle looking area, maybe a city of some sorts over there, which obviously was not in Sonic Frontiers 1. Now obviously because this is concept art, it most likely could have been for Frontiers 1 but then got scrapped because again it's concept art, but then at the same time it could also just be concept art for Sonic Frontiers 2, so just bear that in mind. And given that it is concept art, just because it has the Frontiers model there, does not mean that's going to be the one used in the sequel. It could get changed, we don't know. Now then, we turn to the most official source and most credible source of any news ever, 4chan. As we take a look at this leak titled Why Sega Leaks Are So Common Now from the 10th of May 2024. Oh wait, never mind, it's the 5th of October 2024. Stupid American dating system. Now this leak doesn't actually have any new information about Sonic Frontiers 2. It's just saying that a lot of the leaks that we have seen are basically, well, you know, true. So we'll just take a read right here. Recently, there have been some Sega leaks you might have seen, especially regarding the next Sonic. I'm not as big into Atlas, but there is a lot of their info being spread around as well, and what I'll say applies to them too. Somehow since its inception, Sega's always had very poor worker management. Data security at their office, especially on the development end, is not good, and so workers lower on the pay scale simply do not care about leaking tidbits of info. Though a lot of stuff is hard to come by, and when there's bits and pieces of information floating on the company, like maybe video game footage of a game, titles in development, or other miscellaneous things, devs share it with a friend and sometimes dabble in literal insider trading. Yutinaka. You wanna know why there are so many Atlas leaks? All the employees have their own community. They work well and they are tight-knit. It's the upper management, especially at Atlas USA, that literally sucks and is borderline incompetent at A, treating their workers like people, and B, making sure information they don't want out stays in their goddamn company. The thing about the Sonic leaks is that they just sent out playtest surveys a little bit ago, basically asking what it is players want to see in the next Sonic game, with several written concepts, pick related. And what this image right here is actually from are some concepts of the first Frontiers. A lot of the recent leaks are from footage shared by devs, and do hold value, but they don't have enough done from the game to actually leak anything beyond experimental features and initial game concepts. Summit Spire is one of those concepts that was featured on the survey, and it's what they're building the game off right now, but things like the story are probably made up to an extent to gain traction. If you really did look hard enough, you could probably find footage of these games. Sonic isn't done, and what they have is literally just a modified copy of Frontiers, but you could literally find footage if you know the right servers, because this stuff is not well kept at all. A lot of people might not want to hear this either, but a surprising amount of leaks you might see from any game dev company is stuff that the developer wants to be out in the public, whether it be for reception gauging or generating hype. So yeah, again, this leak wasn't anything new about Sonic Frontiers 2, basically just confirming that, yeah, a lot of these leaks I've been seeing floating around most likely are true because these leaks apparently happen very easily and sometimes even purposefully. But now then, we have an actual leak on the game from 4chan, and it's actually quite a recent one. And this one's titled Sonic Jiyu, and it's from the 5th of March 2025. And what's interesting about this name right here is, well, from Talsik right here, he suggested the name Sonic Jiyu back in October last year, so maybe the leak is fake just because of that. I don't know, but the word Jiyu apparently means freedom in Japanese. But now for the leak. In July 2024, I took part in a playtest for what I assume is a new Sonic game. I'll admit I'm not the biggest Sonic head, so there were some things I didn't recognize. Yep, sound like a 4chan leak already. But I'll try and describe it as best I can. They really tried to scare you with an NDA, but they still haven't announced the game, so I'm thinking it got silently canned. And we obviously know that's not true because they're not going to can the Frontier sequel, because, I mean, it's a sequel to Sonic Frontiers. Come on. It's open world again. Game had no name yet as far as I could tell. We were playing on PCs and the executable was labeled Jiyu, whatever the hell that means. So Sonic Jiyu is apparently going to be the code name for this apparent Frontier sequel. Interesting. There was no set objective, we were just left to run around and explore. Takes place in a cyberpunk-esque city, with hints that the city has been built on top of ancient ruins. So that is interesting then. So the previous leak with the Summit Spire and whatever did not mention any city of some sorts. Is this the same city that we saw in that concept art from early in the video? I don't know. City is dotted with grind rails and ramps. Shock! There's a speedometer in the bottom right corner of the hood. Pressing the right trigger performed a move called Bullet Dash, which gives Sonic a very short burst of speed. Only works if you're already running. So it seems like it's not going to be like a proper boost, more so maybe like the blue gem from 06 where you just press it once and get like a short burst of speed, and even the Unleash boost as well. If the speedometer reaches a certain threshold, you can press the right trigger again to enter what the game calls Bullet Blitz, which basically turns Sonic into a speeding bullet. The screen shakes and the particle effects go bloody crazy. Now hang on a second. Bullet Blitz. Blitz. Sonic Blitz? Just like the leak that we heard about a couple weeks ago? The same game that we all thought was going to be a fighting game, not the name of the next mainline Sonic game. That could just be a random theory there from me, but I don't know. But yeah, this mechanic here, it kind of makes sense. I mean, Kishimoto's been talking about it a lot, and we've seen like so many Sonic fan games. Reach a certain top speed and then boom, hit the boost button to go even faster. Makes sense. You're basically invincible while you're in Blitz mode, but it was quite tricky to keep this state. Blitz? Is this Sonic Blitz? Maybe there's no Sonic fighting game after all. Maybe Frontiers 2 is called Sonic Blitz. What a disappointment that would be for many people. The game is bugged too because I launched off a ramp and clipped through the skybox. We were given 20 minutes to just mess around in the map, and then asked to fill a 5-minute survey asking what aspects we enjoyed and didn't enjoy. I learned there were action stages, but the game never told me how to enter them. No story, no cutscenes, no mention of any other characters, only Japanese voice clips. The game must have been pretty early in dev. And then somebody replies saying nobody asked. Ooh. Got 'em. While exploring, I found this one creepy NPC, who was just a weird guy talking to a hand puppet of a Chow. When I tried to talk to him, his dialogue box would just say null, and then he just glitched out and vanished completely. Isn't that Ventus from Sonic Unleashed? The guy with the puppet Chow thing who was like selling you stuff? Did they bring back him in this game? Why? I mean, okay. I have a creeping suspicion that because Unleashed got recompiled recently, this guy saw Ventus in that game and thought, let's just chuck that guy in a random leak. Yeah, let's just do that. Why not, mate? Screw it. And maybe he didn't do that. Maybe he didn't, but I don't know, it just seems a bit weird to just randomly mention Ventus. I don't know. Found an egg that I could pick up and carry around. Have no idea what the point of it was. Well, is that a Chow Garden egg? Even though the Chow Garden was said that it's not coming back by Iizuka, unless SA3 comes out. Interesting. There were little challenges in the map like get X amount of rings, score Y amount of points within the time limit, or capture this balloon before the timer ends. And yeah, this is stuff to be expected in an open world Sonic game. I mean, we saw it in Sonic Frontiers, we saw it in Shadow Gens, and yeah, it just makes sense to keep this thing going really. As long as all these challenges actually, you know, inhibit Sonic gameplay style stuff, rather than just pressing random buttons or standing on squares, then yeah, these will be fine. Defeating enemies gave experience, which you could use to upgrade your skills. One upgrade was lowering the threshold required to enter Bullet Blitz. Again with this Bullet Blitz thing. Is this game called Sonic Blitz? Is it actually? I mean, granted this leak might just, you know, be completely and utterly fake, but if it actually is real, then this actually might be Sonic Blitz. Not the fighting game, but Frontier sequel, which is a very weird name, I'm not gonna lie. When I think of Sonic Blitz, I don't think of an open world game where the boost button is called a Blitz mode or something. I think of a Sonic fighting game, and Sonic Blitz is a great name for a fighting game as well, so I don't think they should call Sonic Frontiers 2 Sonic Blitz. I mean, it just doesn't really sound right for an open world game, but maybe that's me who thinks that. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that about is it for today's video then. So, that leak, how do I feel about it? Well, it doesn't really say anything too out of the realm of possibility except for that city area. Because it just says, yeah, you fight stuff, you do challenges, it's open world, it's got crazy momentum stuff with the Blitz mode or whatever. So, it's hard to say that, yeah, this leak is completely fake because, again, just like a lot of leaks, it doesn't say anything too crazy. So, I guess the only notable thing here is, once again, that city and then also Blitz mode. If we hear Blitz mode further down the line, then yeah, this leak was real. But let me know what you guys think of this leak. Do you think Sonic Frontiers 2 might be titled Sonic Blitz because of this Blitz mode? Let me know down below. Love to see what you guys have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially that last one. Don't forget to become Unleashed. Pressing that join button down below. And remember, it's not necessary. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.